I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up, oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck, can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest, everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant, I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions, each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Hello and welcome to my Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick, and let's go ahead and turn on the cameras here. What a few days has been. Yes, I am back on my Mind Over Your Matter, the original channel, and I'm also on my Mind Over Your Matter 2. I'm broadcasting from both channels. Tonight, we're going to talk about some current events that's been going on. Like you see, it's dark. I'm still grieving a little bit from yesterday, from finding out my good friend passed away. So still a little grieving on that. But yeah, we're going to talk about some current events from the Super Bowl to the balloons and to the UFOs. We're going to pretty much do a roundup and tackle these issues one by one. To start, let's start with the Super Bowl. Let's go with the Super Bowl. The halftime show. Oh man, that halftime show was horrible. Horrible. Everybody's giving it praises and everybody's like, oh my goodness, the halftime show was so awesome. I go, you know that she wasn't really singing. Like, there was a soundtrack, she was lip syncing, and not only that, but you could tell when she pulled the microphone from her mouth and the song is still playing of her singing, and she has the microphone like this, and she's not even singing. Pathetic. It was pathetic. Even Trump put her down. He was like, that's the worst halftime show of all halftime shows. And it was the second most watched halftime show in Super Bowl history. The second. I don't know who was number one, to be honest with you. I really don't care. But the fact that I saw it, right, and I saw it live, and I was like, she's not singing. She's lip singing. She's like the mouth didn't match the music she was singing, and not only that, but they were filming her from like 50 yards away. Like, they were zooming into her instead of having a camera like right there on her. No, they were like far back, so you couldn't really tell that she was lip syncing. And I'm pretty sure the NFL is going to have some issues. I mean, yeah, they're praising and they're getting all the praises right now, but I think there's going to be a little issue when it comes to safety. Yeah, she was put in this floating, I don't know what you call them. They're like floating stages, I guess. And the fact that she was on a floating, I don't know what you want to call it. Let's say a platform, right? A floating platform. Okay. The problem is, okay, you have all these people dancing on these platforms and so forth, but to find out that she's pregnant, dancing on this platform, I don't think the NFL was really prepared for that. I don't even think they even knew she was pregnant. And if they knew that she was pregnant beforehand, they would have canceled her show. Because that's a big time safety issue. You putting a pregnant lady on a platform and you're elevating it to heights that are very dangerous, and you only holding her by strings. Comes to find out she's fucking pregnant too. What happens if, let's say, God forbid, if something would have happened and that floating thing would have freaking tilted over and she would have fallen, and the string, it wasn't strong enough to hold her. Now we're talking about a death of a performance artist and also a child. I don't know. There's something fishy about that. Very fishy. I knew she was gonna wear red. I even told my partner, I go, watch Rihanna wear red tonight. But like, this was like in the morning. I told him, I was like, I feel she's gonna wear red, and she's just like gonna go through all these songs. And sure enough, she went through all these songs and lip synced the whole thing and was singing to a soundtrack that was pre-recorded, and she was just, she was singing, right? She had the microphone in her mouth and she was mumbling the words coming out of her mouth, but it was not live. I don't even think it was a live mic. But it was a horrible halftime show. It was just a waste of time. It was like almost half an hour long, the halftime show. And I was like, for what? This is a waste of time. This is a waste of money. And the fact that she didn't even really sing, I'm not praising her at all. I mean, she can sing. She just did not sing. And just weird. And then everybody's praising her. Oh my God, you did a great job. You're so awesome. Oh my goodness, the best ever. I'm like, bitch, you need to go watch that again and look at her lips and look at the camera angles and how far away these camera angles are of her. Like, when you smell fish, there's something fishy here. It surely is. The game was all fucked up. The game was a mess. It was literally a mess. I mean, it was a high scoring game. Yes, congratulations to Kansas City Chiefs for winning. Superbowl 57, I think it was. The fact that the grass was horrible. I mean, they paid almost $800,000 for that grass. And that grass is the worst grass possible for any Super Bowl that was played. The worst. And it was just the worst thing that could happen is like, hold on, give me 1 second. I don't know why is this thing. Let me see. Gotta take that out because I'm live. Let me see if I could. How can I sign out of here? Because let me see if I can sign out because I don't want it on my computer interrupting me. There we go. Because I'm live, so if that individual wants to come through, come through. But the Rihanna, it was just that was a mess. But the grass was a mess. The referees, I mean, they blew a couple of calls. It's all scripted. It's fake. It is fake. It's scripted. You don't see it on television so much, but there's people on the sidelines that are passing signals to the referees and to the players and letting them know like what to do next or what's going to be happening next. It's all premeditated. So it and I did predict the Chiefs were going to win yesterday, and I predicted the coin toss was going to be tails. It came out tails. I didn't gamble because I really don't gamble like that. I don't like, because you got to think about it. If you play big money and you got to pay big taxes in return. So, and if you play, let's say, and you play $1,000, and you win and you gain all this thousands of dollars, right? You got to pay taxes on that. And it's not as simple as it seems, and they don't tell you that up forefront. But when you get that tax bill, you got to pay it. So I'm not really into gambling on sports. I'm just never been that. I give advices and I'll tell people, yeah, if you want, play a couple of bucks on this and whatever, so forth. You know, I'd rather go to the casino and just play the slots, to be honest with you. But I tend to not want to win a lot of money. And if I do win a lot of money, I send it over to my partner and say, like, you take the taxes on that bitch. I don't want the taxes. Um, but it was just so fishy in the way the whole thing, like the whole atmosphere, the whole game, it just feels so rigged. And then this Damar Hamlin guy, his 15 minutes needs to come to an end, because the same way he had his issue on the field, I had the same issue. I had my heart stopped. I died and came back and so forth. They revived me and stuff. I was put in a coma and everything. Same thing that guy did. Same thing, but like for him, because he's an NFL player and he's a millionaire, and he was revived on the field, he's getting his 15 minutes. Those 15 minutes are, way overdue. And I just think they're overdoing it. The NFL, they love sympathy, and they love, high drama and suspense, and also they love piggybacking on certain events that happens and so forth, and they'll ride it until it has no wheels anymore. But it's just the NFL is just a weird corporation. It's a business. Everyone forgets, like, oh yeah, no, it's a game. No, it's not a game. It's a business. It's a multi-billion-dollar business, and these players are multi-millionaires that are playing, and it's just something. It doesn't matter who wins, because at the end of the day, they're getting paid. So I never understood that part of football. Um, but that's a shady business. And there's a lot of cover ups in that business. There's a lot of people that play that sport, football, and have major concussions and are pretty much struggling with depression, anxiety, and PTSD like I do, because I had a severe concussion and I know how it is to be concussed and continue to feel, even to this day, I have like effects from my injuries and from my concussion and so forth. And I still see doctors for it. So it doesn't like go away. It's kind of like with you for the rest of your life. Um, but the game was kind of fast paced. It was high scoring, which I knew was going to be high scoring. Um, it's it just didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like it just felt like staged. It felt like it was predetermined. It felt rigged. So um, I don't trust the NFL. I don't trust that corporation or that business. So, but we could go over to the next topic, because I don't want to keep the show too long. I want to just do an hour. Next topic I want to talk about is the balloon. The balloons. I mean, I had one here the other day. It's still over there. There's like a couple of them that keeps flying around here. They just they just fly in, and a whole bunch of balloons flying everywhere all of a sudden, right? And they're kind of like, because people are saying, a lot of people are like, oh, maybe it's UFOs. Maybe it's UFOs, and they knocked down a UFO. And that's why they don't want to say much information about it, because they knocked down like four or five. Supposedly, things like three. I know one for sure was a balloon, right? Because that's the one that they knocked over in the Atlantic off of, I think it was South Carolina. Um, then you had one got knocked down over the Great Lakes over by Michigan. You had another one in around Yukon. You had another one by Montana that they had a visual of on radar of an object that was. They even scrambled fighter jets and they weren't able to find the object. They shot down another one in Alaska. So there's like a whole bunch of events that are going on right now with these balloons, right? So I'm like, okay, people are so small minded. They are. Uh, they get distracted so easily. They get so distracted, super easy to get distracted, and that's what's happening. This is another case of distraction. This is another case where they're going to push off the Hunter Biden laptop. They're not going to talk about it. They're only going to talk about the balloon. They're going to talk about the aliens. They're going to make fun of it. They're going to be talking about the movie E.T. They're going to be talking about, oh, the aliens. No, they're fine. They're peaceful. It's like, how the fuck why did this alien talk start it? And how did it start it? And how come the White House is mentioning these about aliens that, oh no, it wasn't aliens we shot down. And that was the end of it. That's the end of the story. I'm like, okay, so what happened to the objects that you shot down? How about answering that question? Oh, we're gonna send out some teams to go and, search through miles and miles of frozen tundra and this and that. And I'm like, there's a lot of excuses coming from the White House, and there's a lot of distractions right now. And yet, where is Hunter Biden? Why has he have not been prosecuted yet? How come the White House is hiding Hunter Biden? I want to know why they're hiding him. What information is in that laptop that they're so afraid to talk about it that they will bring up shit to freaking change the narrative? And it's so weird because the U.S. could launch these balloons. You know that, right? They could launch them right off of Japan, Guam, all those areas in the Western Pacific. They can send it out from there, and from their ships or submarines. They could shoot out a huge ass balloon, and you wouldn't even know. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, there's a balloon. It came from China. China did it. Get blame the blame game. You know what I mean?" And who knows if China is actually doing it or not? But they're kind of like falling for the trap. So and they all sleep in the same bed anyways. This world is not for us. Okay, we are slaves in this world. This world is a beautiful place. It's grand. It's so awesome, but it's not for us. Now the question is, who is it for? Who's running the show? Who is the puppet master? And who's getting the 10%? The big guy. And who is the big guy? Oh, Joe Biden? Yeah. When Trump was in office, we never really heard about it. They said, oh, yeah, when Trump was in office, there were some balloons that passed by here, too. Okay, how come it wasn't reported? How come nobody knocked it down? How come it just, now you want to bring it up now? Now that these balloons are being shot down and stuff, now you want to blame the past administration also? It's like all these blame games and distractions is just not good. And let's say, for instance, they did shoot down an alien spacecraft. What does that mean for us? Like who, like, imagine the aliens come like by the hundreds and thousands. and they just park themselves up in the sky. Are we going to shoot all of them down? I don't think so. My other question is, how come they're using rockets to shoot down a balloon? Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure these jets have lasers. Okay, you can't tell me you can't equip a F-22 or F-16 with lasers on it that you could just point right at the balloon and just burn the shit and then have it crash down slowly to the ground instead of falling free fall from the ground so it could be salvaged. I don't understand the narrative. They are putting up shit on the wall to see if it sticks. And let me tell you, it stinks. And there's something wrong about it. There's something crazy going on. Don't know how um, this is gonna get fixed. I'm telling you, the next. I already told someone they're like, "Oh yeah, World War II is gonna start in 2 years." I'm like, no, this shit is gonna start on and popping within the next 2.5 months, and it's only gonna get even more stranger. Next thing you're gonna know, you're gonna have an object that's actually kind of like a drone that can fly nonstop, that doesn't need any fuel, doesn't need anything. It gets its power from the solar, like from the sun. It recharges its batteries and it can stay flying for days and days and days, and it's constantly recharging itself. So while it's up there at night, it still will stay up in the sky. It won't come down. And during the daytime, when the sun peaks out, it recharges the batteries and it continues. It's a full cycle. And I'm pretty sure we are being spied and we are being monitored. And we have the weakest government right now in office. The weakest of the weakest. And it's not going to get any better. I'm letting you know right now. It's enjoy 2023. Enjoy life to the fullest. Learn to love one another. Respect one another. And, reflect. Take the time to think about yourself and think about how you can improve yourself and make yourself a better person, how you can make yourself more happy, make yourself take the time for yourself, because like I said, this year it's not going to be good. This year's not, it's already proven. Look at all the shit's going on. And everyone's getting sucked into it. Everyone's getting sucked into the narrative. And it's only going to get worse. And, there's nothing really we could do about it. It's already been premeditated to happen. And we're just here for the show. We're just an audience. We're not the directors. We're not the producers. We're the audience. And we're watching one hell of a stupid ass show. And it's full of distractions. And people are getting sucked into it. Oh man, they're getting sucked to it like a fucking vacuum. Like they're just being sucked up right into it. But let's say the aliens we did shoot down, let's say we shot down an alien. It wouldn't probably be the first time it has happened. They tried to back engineer alien crafts and they weren't successful of doing it. Some they were, some there weren't. But I'm sure they already have teams on the ground recovering these objects, whatever it is. And let's say, for instance, we shot down a spacecraft, an alien spacecraft, and we killed some prince from some other galactic planet or whatever. and they sent out a beacon of they need help, and we attacked them and we killed them. Now, are the Foo Fighters are going to be coming out? And I'm not talking about the music group, because this is from World War II with the Foo Fighters, which were these lights that came and was disrupting the pilots and jamming their weapons, and a lot of planes fell from the sky because of the Foo Fighters. So is this going to happen again? Are we introducing a new player into World War III, where we have Russia, China going against pretty much the world, Europe, NATO, pretty much all of NATO, United States, Ukraine. I tell you right now, I'm waiting for this big world war to start, and it's going to be one of the biggest in history. And it's going to start when Russia decides to go ahead and use nuclear weapons. Once they decide to start using nuclear weapons to get their point across, that's when things are going to escalate even more. And then China is, since there's so much distraction over towards that west side, the east side of China and so forth is going to go after Taiwan. And the reason why they're going to go after Taiwan is because of the chips. They want the chips. They don't want Taiwan to share any more chips with the United States or their allies like Europe and so forth with NATO, because for a car you need so much chips just to run a car. Your cell phone has a lot of chips in it. Like, then the reason why all these businesses are over there is because the labor is very cheap. I think we need to start rethinking of our business practices when it comes to the Chinese. I think that the United States needs to relocate their their investments and their businesses elsewhere, sooner than later. Perfect places where they can probably get cheaper labor would be Mexico. Would be a pretty reliable, probably place for people to go and work and pump out for cheaper wages. Indonesia, and also I would have to say India. And I'm pretty sure the newer iPhones are going to be produced from India. And I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be good. The quality is not going to be good. The Chinese, they're very smart. They know how to build things. They know how to put things together. I feel like they're the aliens. They look like aliens the way the visuals look. Because we're all aliens to each other, but they look too advanced, and which is not a bad thing. They're just very, very smart. And look at the Americans. You put a Chinese compared to American, and you go with the smartness. I think I want to go with the Chinese. If it's life or death, and he could build shit out of nothing, and then you got an American here, and he's like, yeah, he'll scavenge something. He'll put something together, but not as technical as the Chinese. And they're very they're very into perfection in China. And and there's so many people that live there. I mean, China is a very big country, and it's beautiful. It is. It's super beautiful, but yet the U.S. They're the ones that want to run the world. They want everyone to listen to the U.S. They want the U.S. to be number one. And I'm like, look how the world is right now, and we're running it as number one, and look how fucked up it is. I'm ready to pass the baton to somebody else because the United States does not know how to take care of the world. The United States just know how to kill and reload and kill. That's what the United States know. They don't really do much for the people. They know how to kill the people. And they'll always find a way to kill you through medications, through vaccines, through food that they're the ones that are feeding you these nasty chemicals in your food. And you go to the grocery store and you read the ingredients and you see all the shit that they put in it. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's like a whole list of crazy shit that's in your food. And people just eat it and they don't even know what they're eating. And that's a problem that's been happening for decades and decades and decades. Shit, I think it's been happening for more than a century. And yet, we sit here and then we just contemplate and we just try to talk, an open talk about it. YouTube, you're walking on glass with especially me. I walk on glass, but I be stomping my feet as I'm walking through glass. It's just very, very wild. And another story, I went to Salem. I went to Salem, Massachusetts on Sunday. I was there, which was amazing. It wasn't Sunday? No, I went Saturday, not Sunday. I went Saturday. It was awesome. We drove by Boston, saw where the Red Sox play, and took the longer route. A little traffic, but we're able to get through fine. It was a beautiful ride. We got to Salem, and when I got there, this is a little story. So something told me to take the long way. Something told me to take the long way. I decided to take the long way, and we ended up getting there a little later, right? Like around what, 12? We got there around 12:30, and we parked the car, and I'm so excited because you know why I'm in Salem, right? I'm there to get my wand, my magic wand. So I'm so excited. I'm pumped up. I'm so excited. I'm like, let me go and get this wand, right? So we go straight to the store, right? And as soon as we get to the store is closed. Store is closed. I was like, no, you can't be closed. It was closed. And I'm like, why? Like, I was so confused. I was like, maybe they went to lunch and they'll be back, right? So I was putting this energy out, right? So I was like, fuck it, let me go check out other stores. Maybe I could find another wand or something. Nope. This is the specific wand that I've been eyeing ever since last year. I needed to get it in my hands. So let's say fuck it. I told my partner, look, let's just go walk around here, Salem. Let's check out other stores. Let's check out some readers and the tarot cards and so forth that's there. They had so many tarot cards. I didn't get to buy any of them because I was upset because the store was closed. So I was not like, I was happy, but I was kind of disappointed. So we went walking around. We went through this like it's kind of, it's a little spiritual, but it's like it's an Indian it's an Indian store, where it had nice, beautiful statues, and I've been in there before. That's where I got my Ganesh here up in the front. You can see her; she's over here. So I got Ganesh from. And I was looking for another item, but I didn't really see anything that caught my eye that I wanted because I wasn't there for that. I was there to buy my wand. So we went around, went to about 5, 6 stores, and after this, the actually after the third store, got a little hungry. We went to this pizzeria that was inside in Salem, like this area. It's kind of like a little mall, but very little. It was just as like an old theater. It was pretty cool, that theater, because they were playing old movies from like The Shining. They were playing other older movies from like the 70s and 60s, and I thought that was so cool. I wish we had that here. I truly wish we had like an old cinema that plays old movies. Like, I'm so down for that. I can't wait to do a movie night again. We're gonna do it one of these nights. We're gonna have a movie night. I actually have a DVD player that's an attachment for my laptop. I never opened it. It's brand new. It's in the box. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to install it, which would be very easy onto my laptop. And I can play any movie that I have because I have a lot of movies. When I say a lot, a lot, a lot, close to maybe 300 movies, I think, and that's not counting all the digital ones that I have on the computer, and Netflix and Hulu and all those other channels and other places where you can watch movies, like YouTube, because YouTube is putting out really good movies. And I think tonight I might play a movie tonight. It might be a movie night after I finish the show, just to calm down. It's just been a hard few days for me. But let's go back to the Salem. So we ordered a medium cheese pizza, and that's how I like my pizza. I like cheese pizza. Um, I don't like too many toppings or too much stuff on it. I like just cheese, and put some Parmesan and some red peppers and some oregano. That's it. That's good for me. And we ate up. We had a great lunch, good lunch. The restaurant gave me the gave me some vibes. It gave me like the Stranger Things kind of vibes. I felt like I was in an episode of Stranger Things because it was like it's kind of like the setting was older, like kind of like 90s, early 80s feel. It was more like 80s, and the lights were twitching, like different color, not different colors, but coming like on and off. Like it was just weird. It was just weird. I didn't take any video or pictures. I just didn't. I just didn't do it. When I took a few pictures, I was just really upset at the time because the store was closed. So after I had lunch, I went to check on the store. So I go to the store, and the door still is closed. Nobody's there. And I'm like, fuck, they're not going to open today. It can't be. They have to be here. Everybody else is here. They have to be here. So I was putting into the universe that I wanted the store to be open. And I was putting all my energy into this, right? So we go walk in again. And after a few hours pass, we decide, I said, fuck it, let's get going, right? But then I go tell my partner, wait a minute, I gotta use the restroom. Because we're going to do this long ride because it's a 2-hour drive. I gotta use the restroom. So I go to the restroom. It's a kind of like a little national park type of thing. It's like a museum with some history from the area. So they had public restroom there because it's a government uh, facility. So I go, I use the restroom. As I'm using the restroom, I'm like focusing my energy so hard at the store. And I said to myself, when I leave this restroom, I want that store to be open. I want the store to be open. I need to get my wand. I didn't travel 2.5 hours to not get my wand. And I get out of the restroom, right? And I'm walking out. I'm looking for my partner. I was like, where the fuck is he? So then he's sitting there having a cigarette. And then I'm like, I look across the street and I see something weird, right? So I'm looking across the street. I'm noticing some lights on in there. And then I was looking at the door, right? And then a car passed by and I didn't see a reflection. I go, wait a minute. Uh-uh. Next thing you know, another car passes by, like a bigger car, no reflection on on the door. Next thing you know, I'm screaming, "It's open! It's open!" Like my partner's like, "What?" I go, "It's open. I put it out to the universe. I wanted her to open the store, and it's open." I go to the store, right? Doors open, and the owner is there with her daughter. And she wasn't going to open today. Something told her to open the store. So I'm like, I'm dumbfounded. I'm like, I have this connection with a wand that you have here that it's pure silver, it has a crystal ball on the top of it. It has these special stars and markings, and it's very powerful. It's a magic wand you have. And she's like, I know what you're talking about. And I told her I first saw it in October 31st, which was a Halloween. And I was going to buy it, but there was just way too many people in the store, and I just felt uncomfortable at the time because I don't like to be around too many people. Because my anxiety is really bad. So when I went in there, she was like, yeah, hey, how you doing, so forth. And I started talking with her, and I was telling her, like, you're the only business that was closed of all the businesses that are here. She's like, for real? I go, yes. And she's like, usually I have the store closed during this time of the year. Like, it's closed from December, January, February. And then I tend to, depending on the weather, reopen it like around the end of May into June. And I'm like, what made you come in today? What made you come to the shop today? She told me, I had this feeling that someone wanted to come to the store to buy something. And I couldn't ignore that feeling. And I smiled. And she's like, was it you? And I look at her. I told her, I've been here for over 3 hours, hoping that the store will open. And I put the energy out into the ether that I wanted the store to open and I needed to buy my wand. And her mouth was like, she couldn't believe it. She was like, you manipulated me to coming to the store. You know that, right? I told her I didn't mean to. It's just I have this attachment to this woman that you have, and I want it, and I want to buy it now. She's like, I don't know if I have it, and I feel the energy of the wand, and I'm like, no, you have it. I know where it's at. So I go to the case, right? I'm just looking around at first, then I go to the case and I look to the left, and then I see it. I see the wand, and I'm like, that's the one. She's like, I could give you a really good discount on it. It's very expensive, but I'll give you a really good discount for being patient with me and the fact that you were able to energetically summons me here for me to sell you this. It's amazing. Um, she was really super nice. Her daughter was so beautiful. Um, I was amazed myself. She was like, this belongs to you. This is pure silver. It has a crystal ball. This wand brings great wealth, great fortune. It helps with health. And you can pretty much make anything you want happen. You can cast spells. You can, do the greater good with this wand. And when she put it in my hands, like this, she put it in my hands, and I felt the energy of the wand in my hands, and told her, I've been dreaming about this wand. I've been dreaming about this day, and I'm here now in front of you with this, and I'm taking it. I ain't buying it. I'm taking it home. I was so freaking relieved. Like, I almost started crying when I got out of the store. She wrapped it up really nice for me. She actually gave me a dream book, which I'm going to be doing dream readings, private dream readings, because YouTube to do readings, I mean, it's okay and so, but I think private, I could get into more details. I could break down certain ways, and it's private. So it's going to be for a fee. It cannot be for free, but because I put in a lot into what I'm doing, and it's time for me to start bringing in the money to help support what I do and to help keep this channel going and pay for the bills. We got to pay for the bills. So I will be doing private readings, and the price will vary from person to person, from problem to problem. There's not one set price, because some readings may take 15, 20 minutes. Some readings could take me 2-3 hours. So just bear with me. These readings will be done through Zoom. We will have to connect through Zoom and pretty much put it together. I put it together, and I do a reading and do the readings for the individuals. I'm rarely going to be doing freebies anymore, because it's time to get serious now. I gave away a lot of free readings, and a lot of people, tend to not listen, and then they get into trouble. And then I come and say, I told you so. You didn't do what I tell you. You listened to me, but you did something else, and now you're in the shitter, and now you're trying to get me to get you out of it, and that's not going to happen. So the only way you're going to get people to really listen to you is that they pay you so that I can be heard. You know what I mean? It's different when you pay someone and then you have me talk to you and you listen and you take me word for word. When you're doing it free, people don't listen and they just do a reading, da, 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 and they just brush it off. No, this is serious. I'm trying to take this serious, and it's gonna be good, and the future is gonna be bright. And with that said, I'm gonna wrap up the show because I said I was gonna keep it to an hour. So thank you, Albie, for coming by. I truly appreciate it. Homie, you're awesome. I will be back on Wednesday because this is a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday show. 4 days out of the week. 4. I'm not doing every day. When I start building up my viewership, I'll add a day. But for right now, 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, actually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, not Tuesday, unless something comes up on Tuesdays. But nah, it's just if someone needs me, then I'll come. But it's not that important. Tuesdays, I'll probably put it for movie night for people who want to come and watch a movie with me. I could do like a movie night where everyone could just jump in. I could have up to 10 people with me and we could watch a flick together. And it could be all different types of flicks, except no nudity or porn. No, none of that stuff. No kids movies, like depending on what kid movie it is, but no really like kids movies. But very intellectual movies that you could grasp and understand and follow through, you know. And I think tonight we're gonna do a comedy. I think I want to go with a comedy. I think I want to do One Crazy Summer, and I think that's gonna be the movie for the night. Um, if Abby wants to join and watch One Crazy Summer, you can let me know now because I am wrapping up the show right now. And it would be nice if you just came on through. I could always send you out the link to the show. So I don't have to post it out here. I just need, you know, I just need your okay that if you do want to watch. And then you can join and watch with me. It's a really good movie. And I think I want to do something like this at least like once or twice a week where we have a movie night where we get together and we watch movies. Yes, Abby wants to watch a movie. Okay, Abby. So I'm going to wrap up the show. I want to thank everyone who came by. I truly appreciate you guys. Please leave me a like. Please subscribe. I need to bring the subscription count up. I kind of did make a promise to myself that I want to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. And I think that's Mike telling me that. Mike is like, I'm going to help you, bud. I'm going to help you get to that amount. And I'll guide you on how to do it. Because he had over 4,000, close to 4,500 subscribers on his channel. It's like, wow, that's pretty cool. Now, me, I'm just up and coming. All I need is another like 600. Let me see. I just need 600 and let me see where I'm at. 78. So that means 622 subscribers more. 622. 22 is my number. That's my master number. But you guys want to see the wand? You want to see the wand? I can show you the wand. It's going to look freaky because the lights in the background is going to turn on once I do this. But it's all right. It's for the wand. It's right here. It's right here. Can't really see, but we're going to show it to you. Let me change this over because I'm going to have to turn on the lights for it to be seen. So let's just go with stay dark. And over here, let me see. Okay, so let's see how it would look. If the background shouldn't turn on, I don't think. I can test it with my phone first. Yeah, it's still there. It's very light. That's all right. I'm still learning how to do this with StreamYard. See if we can get that. And let's turn on the light. Well, I'm going to turn the light on. I have a little light here. Got a little light here. So I just got to turn it on. You can see the weirdness in the background. It's the magic. But this is the wand. It's pretty heavy. It's made out of pure silver. Crystal ball on the top. Much designs to it. Let me bring it to my computer here for a better look. I'm going to bring it to the computer so we can see a better outlook of this. Just got to change the camera. Let's go into settings. Let's go ahead and change the camera. Here I am in the dark. So let's turn on the light here. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get this. And here's the wand. I think you can see the details of it. You can turn it around. That's what it looks like. Pure silver. Heavy. Really heavy. I think it could kill somebody with this. Let me put the light up a little higher. Let's bring it out this way so you can see the silver. You can see the pentagram. That's a pentagram. A few of them too. They're all over. It has like stars all over. See the pentagram at the end. There's a lot of pentagrams on there. The crystal ball is on this side. And the crystal ball, this is how it's being held. That's a crystal ball. Like you can see through it. This is what I went to get. Look how big it is. It's pretty big compared to my arm. So when I hold it, I do it like this. And then what I do is I send the energy from my wand to my third eye. So I put it on the third eye with the crystal ball. So I'm going to turn off the light. So I put the crystal ball, put the magic wand right into my third eye, and I can feel my third eye charging. Very strong energy. And then I pull it away, and then look into the crystal ball and see what it tells me. It's telling me I'm tired. I had a long day. This crystal ball has been sleeping with me for the past, you can see in the dark. Look at that. Ain't that cool? Like what's holding the crystal ball was it's like grips. It's like, it feels like fingers. Very magical. Very magical. Very expensive, but I don't put price to magical wands. Like this one, to me, it's priceless because it means so much to me. And I would have paid, full price on it, but they gave me a discount because she saw how magical I was and how I was able to bring her to the store. Like she was amazed. She was like, "Now that's a psychic." She's like, "That's a real psychic. You're freaking amazing." My partner, he started getting like shy. He would put his head down. She's like, "You guys are together?" She's like, "Yeah." It's like, "You're lucky. You got vision. He sees things. He knows things. Like, I can't believe that you brought me here to work." And I was not going to open the store. I was like, I'm sorry, but I did call for you to come here. And then use my psychic powers to get you here. But it's not all for nothing because I'm purchasing this. So, she had a big smile on her face because I didn't think she was looking to actually make a sale, But I told her I'm not leaving until this wand is sold to me and I can go off on my journey with it. And she agreed to sell it to me, and she gave me a great deal. She felt bad. She really did, because I was waiting for so long, but she knew that something told her to come into the store, and that was me. And I got what I wanted. And I'm so happy. I've been happy this past few days. I've been so happy. Yesterday was hard because, death of Mike, my Sky 5D, my friend. I know you're here with me. I can hear you. I've been taking pictures of the sky. I will be showing them. And I will be doing a montage, just of your pictures that I've taken, but it's gonna be like my Sky 5D inspired, inspired by my Sky 5D, and I'm gonna take beautiful pictures of the sky and share it with us here on YouTube, so you can see what he had in his visions and through. I just can't believe you're gone, man. I still can't. It hurts me. It hurt me last night. I cried, It hurts to cry for me because I have LASIK surgery on my eyes, and not only that, I have dry eye. And when I do cry, it's painful. And I cried. And rewatching the show here, listening to him the last time he was on my show really touched me. Mike, man, you're an amazing dude. Can't wait to see you again. I know you're having so much fun. You're acting like a little boy again, but you know, I hear him saying there's lots to see. I'm pretty sure there's lots to see. You know, it's we're gonna get there. We're all gonna get there. We're all gonna see this. So until then, I want everyone to have a great night, a great day, and a good morning. I want you guys to really, really love yourself, love the energy, love your little loved ones, give them a hug and a kiss, and let them know everything's going to be all right. You're going to get better. And say what's up. Albie wants to come up. Hey, GG, what's happening? That's what's up. Hey, Ray. Aiden is doing so much better. Thanks for all the healing energy. Girl, I send them so much healing energy. I got my magic wand, okay? Can't see it because it's in the dark, but I have my magic wand here with me. And it's been sleeping with me for a few days to give my warmth, because the warmth of my body penetrates into the silver, into this crystal ball. So it knows it's attaching to me. My energy is attaching to my crystal ball. It's my magic wand, my crystal ball magic wand. This is what I was. This is the wand that's been following me in my dreams since Halloween of 2023. And I have it. And I'm going to be doing good with it. I'm going to be helping with it. With wealth, fortune, love. Like, it's going to be for positive. And if I have to do something negative, it's because you're my worst enemy. And trust me, don't want to be my worst enemy. Because I don't do dark curses. But if I need to, I know someone who would. So, but I got it here, and it's so ready for me. Oh man, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Let's see. So Aiden is doing so much better. Thanks for all the healing energy, of course. Good to hear, Albie. Yeah, so I'm gonna be wrapping it up now. I'm going to be doing a after show movie night. If you want to watch a movie with me and Albie, I don't know if Gigi wants to watch, or maybe I could send a link out to other people to see if they want to watch. They're more than welcome to come in. You guys, you're part of the crew. So crew members, line up. I'm going to be sending you personal invites for movie night. So tonight's movie, One Crazy Summer. And it's going to be a funny movie, a good movie, a love movie, a movie that does not need the foul mouth. Movie that it's innocence, very funny, and it's just very funny movie. So One Crazy Summer. Demi Moore's in the movie. Pat Sajak or something. I think it's Pat. What's his name? I forgot his name. There's like a lot of good actors. a lot of good people in the movie. And I think it'll be a great movie for this time of the year to watch. So I can send you the link. I'll send you the link, Gigi, and then and I'll wrap it up. So thank you for everyone who watched and rewatched. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. We need to continue to fight the algorithm and bring up my subscription count up. We need to thrive to 1,000. We need to make it to 500. Once we get to 500, then it's the fight to 1K. And I think we could do it. We could do it with the support of every single one of you. Share the video. Pass me along. Pass me along to anyone and everyone that you know. That if they're into the psychic world and they like psychic readings, bring them to me. Bring them. Let me shine. Let me shine. And with that said, I want everyone to have a great evening, great afternoon, and a great morning. I will catch every single one of you on the flip side. Bye for now. Peace.